fun previewing movie events through the Valley this week. Good evening to you, Josh.
Good evening. Good to be here.
Always a good time.
Yes.
Always a good time. All right, we're starting with an indie flick that did really well at a lot of these indie festivals, starring Jesse Eisenberg, The Art of Self-Defense.
Yes, I really like this movie a lot. I wanted to mention it here because it's probably one of my favorite movies of 2019 so far. If you like stuff like Fight Club, dark comedies with violence, you will like this movie. Jesse Eisenberg plays a very Jesse Eisenbergian character as this kind of shy, nebbish guy who gets mugged and decides he needs to learn to defend himself, goes to learn karate, and it becomes this weird, violent satire on toxic masculinity. It's very funny though, very well acted, and yeah, if you like these offbeat, dark films, definitely check it out. It's at the Colonnade and the Suncoast and Town Square, probably just through this week, so go see it if you can.
And you know it's special when Josh says he likes it, right?
Yeah, when you get the stamp of approval from Josh, you got something right there.
Exactly.
Hopefully people will agree. I do like this movie a lot.
All right, this next one is one of my favorite all-time movies. Galaxy Theater's Flashback Cinema is presenting the 1999 sci-fi classic The Matrix, starring Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I love The Matrix as well, and Galaxy does a lot of cool stuff with these flashback movies. I mean, what else can you say about The Matrix? It is an amazing landmark sci-fi movie even 20 years later. The special effects hold up, the story holds up. Keanu, who is certainly having a moment right now.
He is.
You
This
can
moment never goes away.
see one of his classic roles, and great to see on the big screen. It's at all three of the Galaxies, Boulevard, Cannery, and Green Valley on the 24th.
And this is the original Matrix, right?
The original
We've talked about
Matrix.
sequels.
Yeah,
We're not a huge
not the
fan.
sequels.
Yeah.
There's some moments in those sequels, and they're supposedly doing a remake or a reboot or something coming up. I don't know about that, but this is the original, yeah.
The Matrix isn't even that old, is it?
It's 20 years old.
Oh,
Isn't
so
that
I guess it
crazy?
is,
Yeah, time flies. That's what
Okay,
happens.
Right. I still haven't seen it, so I need to get on that at
Yeah,
some point.
Yes, you do.
Right. Okay, so we've got a mega film fest happening at the Palms this week, Brendan Theaters,
The Brendan Theaters is called the Action on Film Megafest, and it's a bunch of, it's like some smaller festivals lumped together in a big mega festival. Tons and tons of screenings and under various categories. It's also a good industry event for a lot of the filmmakers who are going. There's seminars, workshops, networking, all that kind of stuff. Or you can just go, it's just $10 per screening, and each of the screenings have shorts and features, and check that out at the Palms. That's going for like 11 days. It's the 24th through August 3rd, so cool event over there at the Brendan Theaters.
Awesome.
This next...
So much to do.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just going to say, this next one, not necessarily local, but an all-time great movie. The Muppets movie is back 40 years later. I can't even believe it.
I know, yeah. 40 years for the Muppets movies, 20 years for the Matrix. Time continues to
feel
pass.
old.
But yeah, the Muppets have had some, I feel like maybe not super great movies recently, but the original Muppet movie celebrating its 40th anniversary, you can see that on the big screen. Great thing to take families to on the 25th and 30th at a bunch of different theaters all around town. Always fun to see Kermit and Miss Piggy and all of that.
The whole
on the big
gang.
screen, yeah.
The whole gang. I do love some Miss Piggy action too. She's just so sassy.
She is
so
very
sassy.
sassy, yes, that is true.
Okay, moving on to this. This is the most interesting to me. So Christmas in July at Wet n Wild, the dive-in movie event.
Right.
They're playing The Grinch and The Elf this week, right?
Yes, Grinch, the recent Grinch, the computer animated one with Benedict Cumberbatch as the Grinch, which was kind of a fun movie. Better than the Jim Carrey version, I think, personally. And of course, Elf with Will Ferrell is a classic. And Wet n Wild does these every week, but I did want to mention it because it's fun to have Christmas in July. Again, another good family thing. It's the 26th and 27th. You can go to Wet n Wild, ride some water slides, and then at 8 p.m. hang out in the wave pool and watch a Christmas movie.
Absolutely.
Only in Vegas.
Only in Vegas is right.
I love it. Well, Josh, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Always appreciate your time.
And I think we have a little time to give you a quick plug for the podcast.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, Awesome Movie Year, my podcast with comedian Jason Harris. We actually have an episode on The Lion King that's out. We're looking all back at the movies of 1994 in this season, so go to awesomemovieyear.com and hear what we have to say about 1994's greatest films.
Quickly, what'd you think of The Lion King remake?
The new Lion King, I wasn't a big fan.
Not a big fan.
Yeah, it's too real. It's too technologically accomplished. It doesn't, it's lifeless, honestly, but it made a ton of money this weekend, so everyone else liked it.
Okay, well, and the music is great too.
The music is great, yes, but you can watch the original and then listen to our podcast on it.
We will do that. We will do that. Josh, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
All right, one last check of weather coming up after the break.